pick that up in a minute. We might get a take two this time. Let's hope we do.
Away.
Maureen's whip round.
Oh my God.
Just a joke.
Whip round, Maureen.
Put those standing starts in.
Is the first one to show in the noseband as they settle down. Diva Luna's quite handy in the black and orange, and then 6.5 on Hollygrove Cha-Cha. Jubilee Alpha over towards the far side, then being tracked by the red cap Galileo Dame. Magic McColgan with those is Caroline Bamboo and Karamoja. Then in the yellow jacket is Just a Rose. Close up then is Bluey, then Tor Overly and Air of Entitlement. Over toward the far side in the grey silks is Kitty Foyle. And then Kimmy DeMay, the grey in those green and red silks. Mystical Goddess is just behind her. Then Metcaina and Jane Eyre, who's further back through them, along with Lagertha and Queenie Sinclair. And Maureen, who whips around at the start, is the back marker as they take and all jump safely over flight number 2. So as they head up by us, it is Brenda's Asking who now goes on. Leads it by a length over Diva Luna in second, a couple of lengths away to 6.5, who's showing in third. Then Karamoja towards the outside of Jubilee Alpha. Caroline Bamboo is tracking the speed, and then Just a Rose towards the outside of Hollygrove Cha-Cha. Air of Entitlement is next, and then Galileo Dame and Bluey towards the outside of those two. Aurora Vega is just behind Bluey at this point, and then Venusian. Behind Venusian is Magic McColgan and Kitty Foyle and Kimmy DeMay and Mystical Goddess, and then behind those is Lagertha as they skip over the first flight of hurdles over on the far side. Maureen remains the detached back marker. On they go towards flight number 4. And it's Brenda's Asking Tom Bellamy from Diva Luna, Karamoja 6.5 and Bluey. Then Jubilee Alpha and Just a Rose and Caroline Bamboo, who continues just in behind the leading group from Air of Entitlement and Tor Overly. Then Metcaina, Kimmy DeMay and Hollygrove Cha-Cha and Magic McColgan as they jump the next flight of hurdles over on the back straight. Galileo Dame has lost a bit of ground going into that flight. Then Mystical Goddess and Lagertha from Kitty Foyle, Jane Eyre and Queenie Sinclair, and then the detached Maureen as they continue this run over on the far side and make their way towards their next flight of hurdles, which will be number 6 in the journey. It is Brenda's Asking from Diva Luna. Then came 6.5 in Karamoja. From close up, Caroline Bamboo and Jubilee Alpha from Bluey. And then behind that one came Just a Rose in that yellow jacket. Air of Entitlement is trying to make some ground between horses. Then Venusian and Aura Vega is held together nicely in midfield. Then Metcaina and Tor Overly from Magic McColgan and Kimmy DeMay. Then Mystical Goddess, and further behind still is Galileo Dame, who's still very much in that back wave. Lagertha is also still towards the rear of the field, and they're turning to go downhill and on their way down towards eventually would it be 2 from the finish. And it's Brenda's Asking who continues to show out in front. From in second, Diva Luna. Karamoja in third. 6.5 is in fourth, and the blue and the yellow. Then came Bluey. Close up is Venusian. Then came Aura Vega toward the left-hand side as we look at them in the red and blue. Metcaina is trying to get closer along with Tor Overly. Then Jubilee Alpha as they approach now 2 from the end. Diva Luna went on there. Diva Luna from 6.5, who's landed in second. Brenda's Asking now shaken up. Then Karamoja. Jubilee Alpha's going on the improve just in behind the gallop with Aurora Vega. Then Venusian and Air of Entitlement and Tor Overly, and heads are turned towards home, and it's Diva Luna in the black and orange, joined by 6.5 in the blue and yellow. Back in third is Caroline Bamboo. Then came Jubilee Alpha and Air of Entitlement, and the ridden along Karamoja. Aura Vega can't go on. Tor Overly trying to stay on a bit. They're racing down towards the final flight of hurdles, and it's 6.5 who travels strongly under Keith Donoghue from Diva Luna. Air of Entitlement now in third over the final flight. 6.5 landed with the lead, taken on late down by Air of Entitlement. Diva Luna to the far side, then Caroline Bamboo on the run towards the line. 6.5 trying to hold on, but here's Air of Entitlement who finishes the better. Air of Entitlement has won the Ryanair Mayor's Novice Hurdle, beating 6.5. Clear from Diva Luna, Caroline Bamboo, Metcaina, then Galileo Dame and Karamoja.
Air of Entitlement has snatched it away from 6.5, and it was about a half length at the line. Rachel Blackmore with her 17th Cheltenham Festival victory. Diva Luna does the best of the...
That's it, they're off. Runners are sent on their way. 2 miles, 4.5 furlongs for the Grade 2 Jack Richards Novices Limited Handicap Chase On the run towards the first of 17 fences, and Caldwell Potter just about landed in front at fence number 1. From Anyway and Es Perfecto, handy is O'More Park in the pink silks as they come to take fence number 2. Just in behind the pace there is Lord of Thunder, the blue and white with the noseband. Then to the inside, the red cap Firefox, closely attended to by Answer the Cave and Insurrection and Springwell Bay. Then Densworth and Nürburgring as they take fence number 3. Pickrock is towards the rear of the field alongside Asian Master and the other Mozzie. More towards the inside is San Salvador. The Jickinstown House pair at the back, they're racing together. Shambally Kid with the white cap and the star cap for What's Up Darling. The field begins to enter the home straight. 4 fences at the home straight the first time. And as they race back towards home, it is Caldwell Potter who leads by a length and a half. To O'More Park, Lord of Thunder, Nürburgring and Densworth, and Es Perfecto and Anyway to the inside, the white jacket with the yellow cap. Then goes Insurrection in midfield with Springwell Bay just in behind him in the white jacket with those mauve stars as they take fence number 4. They're all safely over there and continuing to be led by Harry Cobden on board Caldwell Potter. From O'More Park and Es Perfecto in the blue and yellow, then Lord of Thunder. Densworth put in a good jump there in 5th place. From Anyway, Firefox, Springwell Bay, Nürburgring and Asian Master. Then Insurrection and Answer the Cave. Behind Answer the Cave is DeCapra, who gets that first call on the inside of the white and the green. Then San Salvador and Moon d'Orange. From the other Mozzie in those black and pink colours, Shambally Kid, Pick Rock. And back marker is What's Up Darling, who made a slight mistake there going out over fence number 6. This will be the final fence in another circuit's time, and it's Caldwell Potter who led them over at fence number 7. Caldwell Potter there from O'More Park in 2nd place in the pink jacket. Back in 3rd, then toward the inside is Es Perfecto. Then Lord of Thunder and Densworth. Another length and a half back to Anyway. Then Firefox and Asian Master who are racing together from Springwell Bay, the top weight. Then Nürburgring in dark green and white. Answer the Cave is against the running rail. Just ahead of Insurrection. Then DeCapra in the white and green. San Salvador, Moon d'Orange, Pick Rock, the other Mozzie. Then What's Up Darling and Shambally Kid complete the order as they race towards the next plane one, the first one down the back. Caldwell Potter led them over that fence, leading by a length and a half. To in 2nd, O'More Park, and then came Es Perfecto. Anyways behind those with Lord of Thunder and Densworth, and then Firefox and Asian Master as they come to take the water. That's fence number 9. Whole field streaming over okay, and now they go towards their open ditch, fence number 10. It's Caldwell Potter by 2 lengths to Es Perfecto at O'More Park over the ditch. Then Anyway, Lord of Thunder and Densworth. Followed closely by Firefox and Asian Master. Then Springwell Bay, who's just better than midfield. Nürburgring is behind him. Then came Insurrection, DeCapra, Answer the Cave, Pick Rock, blundered its way over there, fence number 11. So on they go uphill then and racing towards an open ditch, fence number 12. It's Caldwell Potter from Es Perfecto at O'More Park at this ditch. Then came Anyway and Lord of Thunder. Densworth trailed the back legs a little there, but he's okay. Then Springwell Bay and Asian Master from Insurrection and Nürburgring and DeCapra. Answer the Cave is on his inside. Then the other Mozzie and improving a little bit is What's Up Darling. Then came San Salvador in the light blue jacket, but he blundered quite badly there. There was also a mistake from Moon d'Orange. He's now dropped back to the last. So to begin this turn towards the next, which would be a plain one and will be 4 from the end. Fence number 14, it's Caldwell Potter by 2 lengths to Es Perfecto, O'More Park and Lord of Thunder. Then came Densworth and Anyway. Moon d'Orange was very slow at the back of the field. He's getting a little way behind. So now the downhill run. They're on the way towards 3 out. And it's Caldwell Potter who leads from Es Perfecto, Lord of Thunder, O'More Park and Anyway. Then Densworth in the dark green jacket, followed by Firefox and Insurrection. Springwell Bay trying to wedge closer as they went over 3 out, but he looks to have gone there. Springwell Bay has gone, and also a faller there at the back was What's Up Darling, as Caldwell Potter will lead them on the approach towards home. They've got 2 left to take. Caldwell Potter from Es Perfecto, O'More Park in 3rd, Anyways in 4th, then Lord of Thunder. Nürburgring is beginning his challenge in the dark green and white, wider out. The other Mozzie is also now looking to come into it. This is 2 from the end. Caldwell Potter, he's over in front by a couple to Es Perfecto, Anyway in 3rd, then O'More Park and Nürburgring and Firefox racing down towards the final fence. Caldwell Potter, he's at it now and he's over safely. Caldwell Potter, he's landed clear by 5 lengths to anyway. Es Perfecto and Emil Park are chasing behind, then came Nürburgring, but it's Caldwell Potter who's clear by 6 to 7 lengths, and he's not for catching. Caldwell Potter will win the Jack Richards Novices Handicap Chase. Caldwell Potter from home in second anyway. Then O'More Park and Nürburgring pretty tight for third. Es Perfecto behind those, clear from Firefox, the other Mozzie, Insurrection and Asian Master. And they're off, racing away for the Pertemps Network final over the 3 miles, and on the way down towards the first of their 12 flights of hurdles. American Sniper shows handily early on, together with top-weighted Thomas Moore and Maxi Mac Gold to the far side of those two, all safely getting over flight number 1. The leading 3 chased by Supreme Gift, and to the inside is Guard the Moon. In amongst horses is One Big Bang with Geoffroy as they go over flight number 2. All okay there, perhaps a slight mistake though from Patter Merchant. It was right towards the back alongside Catch Derry. Here's the third, American Sniper, landed over in front there, and once again they're all safely over. So settling down, American Sniper by 2 to 3 lengths now to Thomas Moore, and then to the outside Maxi Mac Gold. Supreme Gift is next from One Big Bang and Geoffroy. Then came Lucky Lyrene, the red and green from Harbour Lake. Behind Harbour Lake is Win Some Lose Some and Carl de Tourelle in the blue jacket. Just ahead of him is Guard the Moon. Wider out then is Doddy the Great, and then came Will the Wise with Shanna Bob and Jericho de Repene. Henri the Second, Da Da, Bugsy Seagull, Zane Knight's Feet of a Dancer, Super Survivor, then Captain Derry, Idem, and the back marker is Patter Merchant as they're about to swing the left-hander to head downhill for the first time, having taken their first 4 flights of hurdles. The leader moving clear here, it's American Sniper under Jack Tudor by about 6 lengths. Over in second, Thomas Moore. And then in third, Maxi Mac Gold and Sean Flanagan from the grey One Big Bang. Then Supreme Gift, and behind Supreme Gift is Doddy the Great and Lucky Lyrene, and then Geoffroy and Win Some Lose Some and Carl de Tourelle. Harbour Lake in amongst horses from Jericho de Repene and Shanna Bob in the black and yellow check. Red and green Silk 7 for Henri the Second wider. Even wider still is Super Survivor as they come to take flight number 5. American Sniper still clear at that one. Poor jump at the back once again from Patter Merchant. So about to head into the home straight. We're still well over a circuit to go. And it's American Sniper by the best part of 3 to 4 lengths. To Thomas Moore, then Supreme Gift and Maxi Mac Gold. And behind that one to the inside is the grey One Big Bang. It's then Geoffroy and Harbour Lake and Carl de Tourelle and Guard the Moon, the next ones. From Win Some Lose Some and Lucky Lyrene and Jericho de Repene and Henri the Second. Then Super Survivor and Bugsy Seagull and Shanna Bob and Will the Wise. Behind Will the Wise is Da Da. And then Zane Knight's the green and red with the cheek pieces, and Feet of a Dancer has 3 horses behind. Those are Catch Derry, Idem and the back marker Patter Merchant. This will be the final flight in another circuit's time. They're all safely over that time. And it's American Sniper by 2.5 lengths out going by us from Thomas Moore. Then came Supreme Gift and Maxi Mac Gold from the inside, One Big Bang. Then Doddy the Great, the light blue jacket. From Geoffroy and Harbour Lake and Guard the Moon and Lucky Lyrene and Jericho de Repene. From Win Some Lose Some and Shanna Bob and Carl de Tourelle. Deeper out is Henri the Second, and then Da Da. From Bugsy Seagull, Zane Knight, Idem, Super Survivor, Captain Derry, Feet of a Dancer, and the back marker Patter Merchant. They're about to level up towards flight number 7, and it's American Sniper by 2.5 lengths that will lead them to it. American Sniper from Thomas Moore, Supreme Gift and Maxi Mac Gold. Then wider on the track is One Big Bang with Doddy the Great, and then Geoffroy, who is slightly untidy. Harbour Lake is with him, then Lucky Lyrene, followed to the inside by Guard the Moon. Then Win Some Lose Some and Carl de Tourelle at the middle flight over on this section. All safely over there, but Idem made a mistake. Zane Knights has also dropped towards the rear of the field, racing towards flight number 9. American Sniper by 2 lengths going over this one. Harbour Lake was untidy over that flight. Bugsy Seagull also appeared to make a mistake some way back through them. So beginning to race uphill over on the back straights. They're on the way towards 3 out, but still a long way from home. American Sniper shows by 2 lengths to Thomas Moore, Supreme Gift, and then Maxi Mac Gold. Then the grey One Big Bang and Guard the Moon room from Doddy the Great at Harbour Lake, Calde Terrell, and then came Geoffroy. Jericho de Repenay, Lucky Lyra to win some, lose some, then Wills Wise and Bugsy Seagull from Henri II and Shanna Bob, who was ridden on the landing side. Dada was with him at the time, so they're about to make the run around the corner, which will take them to the downhill approach towards what will be 2 out, and it's still American Sniper who is on the front end, leading from in second. Maxi Mac Gold, Supreme Gift and Thomas Moore are still handy. Right behind those, Doddy the Great, and then One Big Bang and Guard the Moon from Harbour Lake and Jericho de Repenay. Then came Win Some, Lose Some as they begin to race downhill. It is still American Sniper at the head of affairs from Supreme Gift and Maxi Mac Gold, Doddy the Great and One Big Bang. Then Thomas Moore and Calde Terrell from Jericho de Repenay, the white cap, and then Win Some, Lose Some and Harbour Lake. Dada trying to edge closer than Henri II. That was 2 out, and it's American Sniper who led them over it. Now this long run down towards the final flight in the Patem's final. American Sniper, Calde Terrell in the blue silks moving up. Here's Doddy the Great as well, looking a big player. They're followed then by Jericho de Repenay, Will the Wise and the grey One Big Bang. Weakening in Maxi Mac Gold. Captain Derry's trying to stay on along with Dada. Doddy the Great now edging through. American Sniper drops away. Jericho de Repenay and Calde Terrell the main dangers. Then Will the Wise from the back of the field. Feet of a Dancer is running on well. Coming down towards the last, it is Doddy the Great and Brian Hughes who lead from Jericho de Repenay. Here's the last. Great jump there from Doddy the Great. He landed with a length and a half lead, but Jericho de Repenay is attacking. He's having to go towards the outside now. It's Doddy the Great by 2 lengths to Jericho de Repenay, and on the run towards the line, the Patem's final will go the way of Doddy the Great from Jericho de Repenay in second. It was Catching Derry in third, then Feet of a Dancer, followed by One Big Bang, Calde Terrell, Will the Wise, Dada, and the Never Nearer Patter Merchant.
It's a 1-2 for Seven Barrows as Doddy the Great leads home his better fancied stable companion Jericho de Repenay. Brian Hughes beats Nico.
And they're off for the Ryanair Chase, the 21st running of this Grade 1, the extended 2.5 miles, and racing down towards the first of their 17 fences. Jungle Boogie will lead them over fence number 1 from last year's winner Protectorat. A couple away then to Il Francais, who's racing in third position as they come down towards fence number 2. Jungle Boogie out in front to Protectorat. Il Francais Factor File lands in fourth. Then came Hartwood and Envoy Alain. Wider out is Hang In There for Master Chewy, maroon and white colours. And Jello is at the rear of the field, as they've all safely got to the other side of fence number 3. I begin this journey back towards the home straight for the first time. It's Jungle Boogie. He ran 6th in the Gold Cup last year, leading the Ryanair Chase field this time round. To Protectorat and Il Francais, the grey silks in third. Then Factor File, the Brown Advisory winner from last season. Envoy Alain, running at his 7th Cheltenham Festival, is next, and a previous winner of this race a couple of years ago. Hartwood is on his inside, and then came Hang In There, Master Chewy and Jello at fence number 4. Jungle Boogie landed with the lead. Il Francais, though, is nearly on terms with him on the run between fences 4 and 5. Protectorat just in behind them in third. Over that plain obstacle, Factor File lands in fourth. But then came Hartwood and Envoy Alain, followed then by Hang In There and Harry Cobden wider from Master Chewy and Sam Twiston Davis, and Jello and Charlie Deutsch at the rear of the field. Fence number 6 is Jungle Boogie from Il Francais. Protectorat lands in third. Factor File is next. Then Hartwood, Envoy Alain, with Hang In There and Master Chewy and Jello waited with at the rear. This will be the final fence at another circuit's time. Jump number 7 this time, and Il Francais has gone on now with a lap to go. Il Francais by now 2 lengths begins to turn it on in front by 2 lengths now to Jungle Boogie. Factor File and Protectorat third and fourth, 5 lengths away to Hartwood. Then Envoy Alain, Master Chewy, Hang In There, and about 4 lengths then back to find Jello. So they're racing on down the far side and towards fence number 8. Il Francais from Jungle Boogie. Factor File and Protectorat third and fourth. They're then clear from Hartwood and Envoy Allen as they take fence number 8. Then Master Chewy, mistake from Hang In There, and back marker with Jello. Now towards the water jump, fence number 9. Il est Francais from Jungle Boogie, Factor File and Protectorate. The leading quartet over the water from Hartwood, Envoy Allen. Then came Master Chewy, second to last Hang In There, and the back marker Jello have now quite a well stretched out field. Now towards an open ditch, great jump there from the leader. Il est Francais landed with a length call from Jungle Boogie, Factor File and Protectorate. They are disputing third. Then came Hartwood over fence number 11, and Jungle Boogie got that one wrong. Another mistake also from Hang In There. Now just about to be overtaken by Jello, so they begin to race up the hill and head towards an open ditch. Fence number 12, which is 6 out. Il est Francais landed in front. Better jump there that time from Jungle Boogie, sharing second place with Factor File. Protectorate is next. He's in fourth. Hartwood moving up on terms with him. 2 lengths away then to Envoy Allen. And then came Master Chew. The fence right at the top now. Il est Francais landed running 3 lengths in front there perhaps to Factor File, who's racing in second. Jungle Boogie is back in third. A half a length away to Hartwood. Then came Protectorate and Envoy Allen. Master Chewy is next to race towards fence number 14, and it's Il est Francais who landed out in front. Il est Francais from Factor File is poised in second. Hartwood is back in third. Protectorate is in fourth, and then came Jungle Boogie. Hang In There's been pulled up as they make their way down the hill and approach what will be 3 out. It's Il est Francais under James Reevely from Factor File and Mark Walsh in second, who now begins to put in the challenge towards the outside, and Factor File has put his head in front. No immediate panic though from James Reevely to the inside, and Il est Francais who's still being held together. Hartwood is back in third. Protectorate's now ridden in fourth. Then Envoy Allen and Master Chewy. Factor File travels strongly into the home straight. Now he's shaking up Il est Francais. Hartwood is trying to stay on now, challenging for second, but it's Factor File who goes really well towards 2 out. Factor File at it now. He's over safely clear. Hartwood lands in second, then Il est Francais. Envoy Allen is trying to stay on there. Master Chewy and Protectorate, but he's surely just got to jump the last. Factor File, he's over safely. Factor File 8 lengths in front. Hartwood chasing in second, then Envoy Allen back in third, but he's laughing at them here. It's Factor File, a class act in the Ryanair chase. He's away by 10 lengths near the line, and Factor File has won the Ryanair. Factor File easily. Hartwood in second, Envoy Allen in third. Protectorate fourth, then Master Chewy. Il est Francais weakened, and then came Jello.
What did the week need? It needed a performance of the highest quality at the highest level.
And they're off for the Grade 1 Paddy Power Stayers hurdle, and immediately sent into the lead is Gal Road by Sam Twiston-Davies, and he's going to set a really true tempo here. Already clear by 2.5, nearly 3 lengths over Rocky's Diamond, who races in second, and Crambo is in third, and then Lucky Place towards the inside as Gal Road goes over flight number 1. There was a slight mistake in last but 1 by Home by the Lee, who just landed rather steeply. Held up towards the rear of the field is Bob Ollinger, together with Mystical Power, who's quite keen early. A mistake at flight number 2 by Lucky Place on the inside in a dispute of 4th position. On then towards flight number 3, and it is Gowl Road who leads to Rocky's Diamond on the outside in a close second. Then a break of 3 lengths to Crambo in third, joined now by Lucky Place on his inside. Tihupo is towards the outside, racing alongside Buddy One and Me and Lion, next to the hoops of the Wall Park. Then out wide is Franciscan Rock. After Franciscan Rock is Mystical Power. Garlaw is taken wide. Bob Ollinger at the back of the field, together with Home by the Lee, and they're now about to cross over flight number 4 on the rise over on the far side of the course. All safely over, but a mistake by Garlaw, who immediately is driven away from that flight by Gavin Sheehan. So now a long run before they encounter flight number 5, which is the one taken on the run down the hill back towards the home straight. And Gowl Road has got the lead, leads now by a neck. to Rocky's Diamond, who is in second. 2 lengths away, Lucky Place in third. And then Crambo to the outside in fourth. Nemean Lion is racing in 5th position, followed by Buddy One, who is shading 6. On that one's outside is Tahupu. Next towards the inside, Mystical Power, alongside the Wall Park. After the Wall Park is Franciscan Rock, who races towards the outside of runners. And then is Home by the Lead. Taken wide is Garlaw, hasn't travelled through the last quarter of a mile. And Bob Ollinger is the back marker as they go over flight number 5. They're all safely over. And now another long run before they come to the flight taken just before the enclosures. So it is Gal Road and Sam Twiston-Davies setting a true gallop here. Out in front to Rocky's Diamond and Shane Fitzgerald in second. Nico de Boinville and Lucky Place making a bit of ground through on the inside in third. They then have a break of about 2.5 lengths over Crambo and Nemean Lion towards the inside. Tahupu towards the outside, and then Buddy One as they continue their journey up the home straight. A Mystical Power is next with the Wall Park, and wider is Franciscan Rock, and wider still is Garlaw, and then Home by the Lee and Bob Ollinger, and they're about to rise over flight number 6 as they come to it. It's on the inside Gal Road, who just had the lead, and Crambo is down. Crambo is down, and he is brought down Home by the Lee, who was very badly hampered and unseated the rider. So Crambo fell at flight 6, hampered and unseating was Home by the Lee. So now they're making the run up towards the far side of the course, and as they go through halfway in the Paddy Power Stayers Hurdle, it is Gal Road on the inside of Rocky's Diamond racing in second. Lucky Place is in third. Hupu on the outside now in fourth. Nemean Lion to the inside is in fifth, and Buddy One is in sixth. The Wall Park and then Mystical Power. On the outside, Franciscan Rock. Then there's a break of 3 lengths back to Bob Ollinger, and struggling at the back of the field is Garlaw. Over the first, the flight's taken down the back straight. Bob Ollinger landed a little flat-footed and slow over. That was Garlaw, who's outpaced at the back of the field. But now joined on the outside. Gal Road getting a lot of pressure from Rocky's Diamond. Not a great deal between them over that second flight taken down the back. And then Lucky Place is on the inside of Tahupu. Next is Nemean Lion, and then Buddy One. And after Buddy One is the Wall Park, who gets a little closer. Over the third, the flight's taken down the back straight. And Lucky Place, who blundered at that flight on the first circuit, once again gave it scant respect. So now they take the dogleg turn. It's carrying them on now inside the final mile. And at that point, the Wall Park came off the bit, ridden along by Mark Walsh. And the Wall Park all of a sudden showing distress signals at the back of the main group of the field with a flash of the tail. So now they go on towards the third from home in the Paddy Power Stayers Hurdle. They're bunching up in behind Gal Road, and on his outside is Rocky's Diamond. Those are the first two. And then on the inner is Lucky Place. Around the outside, the champion, Tahupu, is getting closer as Nemean Lion first one to really be shaken along in that leading group. He's now in fifth and just been ridden along for a few strides. And then the Wall Park, who's now been switched very wide by Mark Walsh to try and pick up the bit once again. Franciscan Rock on his inside. Buddy One loses just 1 or 2 places. Bob Ollinger is next, and then Mystical Power, who is now struggling at the back of the field as they now begin to make the run down the hill. They're well inside the final 3/4 mile. Just 2 more flights of hurdles to take, and it's Gal Road and Rocky's Diamond. These two have been exchanging blows throughout. Mystical Power has been pulled up before the second last. So they're racing down towards 2 out. The Wall Park now begins to make his move on the wide outside with Tahupu, who's right there as well. And Bob Ollinger now is coming into the contention with Rachel Blackmore, and she has yet to ask for any effort. And now they're bunching up as they come into the home straight. The Wall Park and Tahupu, these are now the first two. Bob Ollinger in their slipstream on the inside. Rocky's Diamond is trying to pick up. Franciscan Rock is next. Then towards the inside is Lucky Place. They're racing down now towards the final 1/4 mile. 1 more flight of hurdles to take. The reigning champion, Tahupu, has taken the lead. Bob Ollinger in the same ownership is now his biggest danger. The Wall Park towards the near side. Back in third, the final flight in the Stayers Hurdle. And it's Bob Ollinger who's now taken the lead for Rachel Blackmore. Goes on by 2 lengths to Tahupu in second. But it is Bob Ollinger remains unbeaten at Cheltenham. And now 3 Cheltenham Festival wins for the brilliant Bob Ollinger, who beats Tahupu in second, followed home by Rocky's Diamond, the Wall Park, and then Buddy One.
Doubles all round. Rob Corr, Henry de Bromhead, Rachel Blackmore.
At a standing start now, it's unnatural for a horse to stand.
Over the extended 2.5 miles in the Trusted Trader Plate Handicap Chase. on towards the first of the 17 fences, and they are all safely over. Tamaraz was not that fluent jumping fence number 1 as they go towards fence number 2. Ginny's Destiny on the inside of Conflated are the first duo, followed by Jemmy Rond. Jaguar was quite low at the second. Also at the back of the field, Rian didn't get terribly high, but they're all safely over. Over the intersection of the courses and on now towards fence number 3. Conflated and Ginny's Destiny on the inside, the first duo, followed by Seddon, who took in a share of third with Demnat, and then Gemirond on the inside. El Ridoto is next, then Personal Ambition, and last year's winner Shaken Up Harry, who's very wide as they make the downhill turn. Jaguar is next to the field, followed by Fugitive, the purple, towards the inside. Then there's a break of a couple of lengths to Masaccio, and after Masaccio around the outside is On Pian Darag. On the inside is the company's Sergeant. They're followed by Mars Harper as they made the turn in. Jordan's is next to the field, followed by La Malmaison, followed then to the outside by Individualist. Then on the inner is Path de Roux as they go over fence number 4. The back marker is Tamaraz, who hasn't jumped the first few fences that well, and also Rian is towards the rear of the field. Already they go over the second of the fences taken in the home straight. It was fence number 5. Again, Tamaraz at the back of the field, not fluent, neither to Path de Roux, who jumped it last but one. So they now come on towards fence number 6, and it's Shaker Harry towards the outside of Personal Ambition. Conflated the maroon on the inside. Seddon is racing in 4th position as they go over that next fence, and again all safely over, although there was a bad mistake by Individualist, who pecked very badly. On now towards fence 7, the last in a circuit's time. Personal Ambition and Ben Jones will lead. Conflated and Rob James over in 2nd. Then last year's winner on the outside, Shaken Up Harry, is racing in 3rd. Seddon is in 4th, and Demnat, and on the inside is Ginny's Destiny. And then they're followed by Gemirond, who is racing in around about 7th position. After Gemirond, Il Ridoto on the inside, Jaguar between horses, then Fugitive. Fugitive is followed by the company's Sergeant, then Masaccio, who's already been ridden along towards the outside, not travelling well. Jordan stealing 1 or 2 places through on the inside of Mars Harper. They're followed towards the outside by On Pian Darag. After On Pian Darag is La Malmaison as they go over the first fence taken down the back straight, still towards the rear of the field. Last of all is Tamaraz, who is struggling very badly, and now they're going on towards the next plain one. Pulling up at the back of the field is Tamaraz. Over the water jump now, and Conflated and Personal Ambition and Seddon with the first 3, followed by Ginny's Destiny on the inside. They're for company with Gemirond and also Shake 'em Up Harry, and then Masaccio has been running in snatches, and they go over an open ditch at which La Malmaison was not fluent, neither too was Individualist at the back of the field. On to another plain one now, fence number 11. Seddon up on the outside of Personal Ambition and Conflated, who were the first 3. Ginny's Destiny going the shortest way. Through on the inside of Demnat, a little bit wider to those Masaccio, the Grey and Jaguar, and then Gemirond, and on the inside is Jordan's, then Fugitive as they go over the final open ditch in the contest, and all the leaders safely over. Conflated, the top weight, has the lead now as they climb the hill to Seddon in 2nd, and Personal Ambition is in 3rd, being ridden along for the first time. Ginny's Destiny followed by Demnat as they go over the next fence. Personal Ambition took that fence with him. He hit it very hard. At the back of the field, Individualist again didn't get very high at all. On the turn now towards the 4th from home, and as they go to it, it is Conflated who leads. Personal Ambition has been pulled up, so over this 4th from home, downhill they go, and over it Masaccio hit that one very hard, and it is Conflated on the inside of Seddon who races in 2nd. Masaccio still there together with Shake 'em Up Harry, the company's Sergeant towards the wide outside. Demnat is just in behind them with Ginny's Destiny and Jordan. They're then being followed by Il Ridoto and Jaguar, and Fugitive is out wide as they got over what was the 3rd from home, and it is now Seddon and Alex Harvey with Conflated and Rob James to the inside. The company Sergeant and Connor Stonewalsh, those are the first 3, rallying Ginny's Destiny through on the inside together with Jaguar around the outside. Masaccio is still in there pitching, switching wide. Jordan's is also beginning to stay on very strongly, racing now down towards the 2nd from home for a long way back. Path de Roux is another one who is staying on. The company Sergeant led. Conflated made a shuddering mistake, and it is now Jaguar who has come through to take the lead as they race towards the final fence. The company Sergeant and Jaguar, they will rise in the air together. The company Sergeant over on the far side, Jaguar on the near side. They are now 5 lengths clear of Masaccio, who is back in 3rd. Another to go. Jaguar has now taken the lead and begins to assert and racing up towards the line. The Truster Trader plate goes to Jaguar. The company sergeant in second, close call third. It could be just Masaccio with over on the far side Mars Harper, and they were followed home by Jordans and Nevanera Ria.
Jaguar, another day for JP. John Joe Neal Jr. has his second festival winner. It was heartbreak for him earlier today with Springwell Bay. He now wins on the... Let's pass the horse, flags up and off.
For the footwarring Kimua, a little slow to begin with Sine Nomine and also Music of Tara towards the rear of the field as they go over the first. Grozny was one of the leaders as they got over the first. So too was Samajest towards the inside. A little bit wider is Midnight Hour Fred. Those are the first three, followed by Dom of Mary in a roundabout fourth position as they go over fence number 2, all safely over. Sine Nomine is the back marker. Music of Tara is last but one. Also towards the rear of the field in the early stages is 9 Graces. So now they race up the hill and towards the back straight, and it's Samajest who has got the lead to Grozny, who races in second, and Midnight Hour Fred towards the outside in third. A little bit wider to those is Man of the People, who's in a share of fourth, with on the inside Johnny who's racing alongside Dom of Mary as they make the run down towards fence number 3. Pat's Fancy is next in the field, followed by Gitmaker, who races up on the outside of Cletus Palor as they go over the third fence, and they are all safely over. Sine Nomine was the back marker. On now towards the water jump, which is fence number 4, and it is Samajest and Patrick Mullins who have got the lead. 2 in second is Man of the People racing towards the outside. Grozny through on the inner. They're then being joined out wide by Gitmaker and also Midnight Hour Fred. After these on the inside is Dom of Mary just in advance of Johnny as they go over that open ditch. Trailing the hind legs through that fence was Walking on Air, who was prominent early but has now dropped back to midfield. New back marker 9 Graces now is at the back of the pack as they go over another plain fence. All the leaders jump it well. The one who took that by the roots was Gelino Bello, who made a shuddering mistake and now has dropped back into the last third of the field. Around the dogleg turn they go, and on now towards the open ditch with Samajest leading by a couple of lengths. Pat's Fancy was the one who made a mistake there. Gelino Bello made yet another mistake at that fence, and they continue their journey up their hill. Following Samajest, then towards the outside, Man of the People in second, and Midnight Hour Fred is in third. Grozny on the inside of Pat's Fancy as they got over that. Cletus Palor also in that front wave. They're followed by Fantastic Lady, who's past 1 or 2, making ground around the outside of Johnny After those is Walking on Air. Then towards the inside is Yeman. Then Wise Guy. After Wise Guy to the inside is Daily Present as they go over the fence, taken on the turn, beginning to make the run down the hill. There was a mistake by Wise Guy at that fence. Sine Nomine has dropped to the tail of the field again. Galop de Chasse is now last but one. 9 Graces still towards the rear of the field with Music of Tara, and also towards the back of the pack is Mint Boy. And now they're going on towards the next. Gitmaker on the outside of Man of the People, and on the inside Samajest. Pulled up at the back of the field was Gelino Bello. Gelino Bello is out of the race. So now they've taken the first 9 fences, the first 10 indeed, and now making the turn into the home straight and on towards halfway, the footwarring Kimua. And it is Man of the People towards the centre. On the far side is Samajest, and towards the near side is last year's runner-up Gitmaker. Those are the first 3. Midnight Eye Fred is in a share of 4 with Grozny through on the inside and Pat's Fancy still in the front wave. A mistake there by Dom of Mary, who was in about 10th position at the time. Wise Guy is making ground up on the outside of Cletus Palor. Johnny travelling well for Derek O'Connor right through on the inside as they go over the fence, which were the last in a circuit's time in the footwarring Kimua. And it is Samajest taken on by Man of the People around the outside. Gitmaker is racing in third. To the inside, Grozny in a share of 4th with Pat's Fancy and then Midnight Hour Fred. Wise Guy is next, followed by Dom of Mary and Cletus Palor. And then towards the outside is Fantastic Lady. Through on the inside is Johnny who is then being followed by Walking on Air and Yemen. After Walking on Air and Yemen, racers we've all been caught. Then towards the outside is Now, Where or When, who's just worse than midfield, with Music of Tara quite wide as they go. The first fence taken down the back straight. Walking on Air nearly went. Very bad mistake. So now they're going on towards the water jump, which is fence number 14. Man of the People and Samajest and Gitmaker are still the first three. They rise in unison over that water jump, at which at the back of the field pulled up was Galop de Chasse. Galop de Chasse has been pulled up before the water fence 14. The 15th is the open ditch, and a very bad mistake there by Mint Boy, whose rider has come off. Mint Boy has unseated the rider at the 15th the ditch. On towards the 16th, Samajest, Man of the People, the first two, followed by Gitmaker and then Grosny towards the inside. Midnight Hour, Fred and Pat's Fancy, and then on the inner, Johnny Who. Derek O'Connor has cut every corner so far. Out a little bit wider, Fantastic Lady together with Wise Guy trying to make ground, and Cletus Palor as they got over that open ditch, at which Sine Nomine is in danger of getting tailed off. Now, Where or When is also struggling very badly at the back of the field. Continuing to climb towards the top of the hill inside the final mile, and it is Samajest and Man of the People who were the first two over the next fence, and they've now gone 3 lengths clear of Grosny on the outside of Johnny Who, and then Dom of Mary. After Dom of Mary is Minadar, Fred and Gitmaker, then Cletus Palor, and then on the inside is Daily Present, followed by Yeah Man as they go over the 4th from home. The others well strung out, all behind Samajest as they make the run down the hill, with 3 more to take in the footwall in Kimua. Still many chances. Samajest on the inside, on his outside, Man of the People going well. Johnny Who right on the inside, together with Grosny and Dom of Mary. Yeah Man then towards their outside, together with Walking on Air, who is trying to rally. 9 Graces from a mile back is beginning to stay on. Daily Present cuts towards the inside, but it is Gina Andrews and Man of the People who kick and try to go for home for the first time. Derek O'Connor leaves the inside rail on Johnny Who, and is now poised to pounce towards the near side, followed into the race by Yeman and Walking on Air, but it is Johnny who still is in hand. Into second, Daily Present comes to the challenge just a length away. Samajest is trying to rally together with Dom of Mary, racing down towards the final fence in the footwall in Kimua, and it is Johnny Who and Derek O'Connor. Their lead is about a length and a half. Over in second, Daily Present and Barry Stone. It's now strictly between these two, and Daily Present has quickened up the best from the last. Over on the far side, Daily Present has got the lead, but Johnny Who now is rallying towards the grandstand side, but Daily President is in front, and Daily President has taken the footwall in Kimua. To Johnny Who in second, Samajest was in third, and in 4th, we've all been caught.
Thrilling conclusion to the footwall in Kimua, and it's gone the way of Daily Present. For Paul Nolan and Barry Thomas Stone, first Cheltenham success for him. For the winning trainer, well, he's been here.